Welcome back to the Talltale Tavern. I am your tavern master and host, Kyle. Joining me at the tavern this evening, a man who needs no introduction, and yet I still insist he sends me one every week. Scott is here. Welcome, Scott.
Yes, hello. I'm here. What a surprise. Wow.
Big surprise. Also here, always ready to dress up and create epic stories with friends, Kitty. Welcome back, Kitty.
Good to be here.
Whoa. Wow. If you're not watching the video, if you're on your Spotify and you haven't looked down at your phone, you should, because Kitty really put in the effort this time for us.
I'm blue.
It's amazing. Yeah, incredible. Also here, you last saw him playing the hero and good guy in our infamous Western adventure. It's Bones. Welcome, Bones.
Mm-hmm. Happy to be back.
The hero, Levi Rook, is back.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
Great. And our last but not least, a great DM has brevity, wit, and charm, which makes Ryan a terrible choice for DM, but he's all we can afford. Welcome back, Ryan.
That was a little hurtful, but also true. I'm really glad to be here and looking forward to a different kind of chaos.
Yeah, it's weird. Ryan didn't send an intro. He just said to Kyle, message, just be brutally honest. Yep. That's all it says.
Just be brutally honest.
Our friendship is spanning a long time now, and now it's just, it's all out in the open.
Yeah. Well, this is great. I'm excited, everybody, to be here. Ryan, I think we all unanimously said that Kitty gets a free inspiration for her cosplay today.
Absolutely.
So we're all going to go against the DM and say you have to give it to her. Yeah. But yes.
No, I don't disagree. Once we explain how this rolls, perhaps we'll go ahead and award her some memory points right off the bat.
Ooh,
because she totally leaned into it. So I love it.
And we are here, of course, for Memories Not Included. This fun one-shot adventure, going to be a couple episodes, and this adventure has some fun, unique rules and things. We all have our character sheets, I believe. Everyone's got their character sheet?
Yep.
Got it?
All filled out.
Completely blank. All filled out.
I did as much prep as I ever do for this podcast, actually.
You just make up the numbers.
So much.
Oh, I get a +5 to this.
Guys, it's weird. This game's really easy. You just say numbers and then they let you do stuff.
Wait, you guys have been letting the dice decide when you do well?
Awesome. Well, this is going to be a fun adventure where it begins with the deeply reassuring knowledge that we have absolutely nothing prepared and nothing that we know about our character's abilities. At the moment, us players, we only know our character name, race, sex, and appearance. We don't know our class, subclass, level, stats, proficiency, spells, or most of our abilities, which means that we are technically adventurers in much the same way a person falling down a staircase is technically descending. Each class was chosen in advance from a list that the players approved, then secretly assigned according to their random dice rolls. As they make rolls and decisions, the DM will tell them what bonuses to add. If they attempt something that lines up with a hidden spell, feat, or class feature, they may trigger it naturally throughout play. The first time it happens, it is free because the real universe is cruel, and this one is Ryan's, so he got to make the rules. Good roleplay, bold choices, strong improv, and anything especially funny, creepy, or dramatically satisfying may earn core memories. These can be spent to uncover parts of their character sheet, but if it isn't something they have, the point is lost, just like the money spent on an extended warranty. When a player unlocks a new ability, they are encouraged to narrate a flashback explaining the first time their character discovered or used it. If they do this especially well, they will be awarded even more core memories, at which point they will roll a 1d4 plus 1, and we will all get to enjoy the communal dopamine rush. The overall goal is to reward improvisation, embrace yes and let the players discover their characters the hard way, live, in public, with consequences. Great. With that, Ryan, you can go ahead and take it away.
A hulking, blocky vessel of haphazard brown metal containers and steel beams limps its way across the Paralis system, light years from Faerun and the Sword's Coast. It more resembles a wooden block pile randomly glued together by a toddler than an actual space-worthy vessel, almost as if the ship's designers had set out to create the single ugliest vessel known to sentient life. The rivets are old. The deck is old. The engines are old. The paint, however, is new, deep industrial brown, interrupted only by a brilliantly colored, somewhat cartoony 100-foot logo of a kindly Firbolg grandmother delivering a basket of baked goods into a cluster of outstretched hands. This massive cargo vessel of Anti-Marm's Freight, a company that has been dominant in the Astral Sea shipping industry, is but one of hundreds of their hallmark cargo carriers, brown, boxy, and butt ugly. The cargo ship sails closely by a dark, discordant, and decidedly alien structure orbiting at the fringes of the Paralis system. Nicknamed the Crucible by the Fru people of the Astral Sea, it is seemingly composed of equal parts gray exotic metal and iridescent green glowing glyphs and runes. Its jagged appearance is fractal in nature, defying a specific description beyond ball of spikes, and it spans literally miles in all directions. Irregular straight lines of towers and support structures cascading from a central point are interrupted at inconvenient intervals by landing pads and transport bays, which would signal welcome if not for the stunning array of conventional and decidedly unconventional defense mechanisms that pockmark the structure. Suddenly, a brilliant white tunnel of immense energy abruptly erupts across the fabric of space-time, just in front of the ponderous cargo ship. The Anti-Marm's Freight vessel tips over the lip of the crackling energy and begins, reluctantly at first, to gather speed. Its spell-jamming drives kick into full thrust, sending sapphire gouts of arcane plasma streaming in its wake as its body passes into the tunnel. Just as shockingly as it appeared, the searing light that swallowed the ship within it winks out, leaving no trace of either behind. Massive archaeo-mechanical pylons realign along the Crucible's spires as it resets itself in preparation to translate another vessel. A sleek, beautiful ship of Githyanki design sails up, a long parade of spelljamming ships of all shapes and sizes trailing behind it, eager for their own turns. Nambi tears her eyes from the scene playing across the feeds and scratches the top of her long left ear. The Crucible's tunnel system through the Astral Sea has breathed new life into not just the Radiant Docks, but all of the Astral Sea. And that's all anyone is talking about these days.
The Astral Sea is so beautiful. Oh, I do miss the home tavern, though. I wonder what Imtiro and Hugh are up to. I know there's more training to do here at the Astral Tavern, but I hope I can get home soon.
She turns and moves past one of the new hires, a middle-aged Medusa woman vigorously shaking a drink with too much ice and not nearly enough body language.
I'll have to remind her how to make that Sylvan highball after closing. I can make some notes for myself, make sure I don't come across too condescending or anything. What's her name again? Battle? Shoot, I'll have to check with one of the other workers before I talk to her. There are just so many trainees with all these new shipping lanes, new customers, new stories. Definitely a little overwhelming. And not that I'm not grateful, of course. I don't want anyone to think that I'm not happy here, or that I don't care enough to remember their names, or that I can't wait to get out of here. Okay. Wait, deep breath. Recenter. Just remember the vow.
She pauses to straighten the kite shield hanging proudly above the kegs of wine and bottles of exotic liquors. The ornate gold overlay is polished to a mirror's sheen and reflects her thoughtful face as her eyes trace the words etched deep into the shield's crest, words that were just as deeply embedded into her heart.
A place of truth and of lies. Grab a drink of any size and listen to the wisdom of the wise. In this place where the ink never dries.
Movement in the reflection pulls her eyes from the verse. A medium-sized owlin has just pushed through the saloon-style double doors separating Talltale Tavern from the rest of Hab B on the Radiant Docks. He is wearing the brown delivery uniform of Anti-Marm's Freight and is looking a little lost. Nambi slips deftly around the bar top and onto the recycled wooden floor. He turns slowly as Nambi approaches, taking then the cozy twinkle lights, artificial fireplaces, and lazily drifting globes that illuminate Talltale Tavern, its myriad customers, and the countless books stacked on every free surface and bursting from crammed shelves.
Welcome to the Talltale Tavern. I'm Nambi, one of the tavern masters.
A few nearby patrons glance over with admiration and no small amount of eager anticipation, books being closed and chairs straightened. Lighthorn. Boreal. Lighthorn. He looks left, then right, then farther right than seemed strictly necessary, his head swiveling nearly all the way around before snapping back to look at her in a somewhat nauseating display. He leans in and whispers conspiratorially, "Are we alone?"
Well, no, we're at a storytelling tavern.
She gestures around the patrons. "I mean," Boreal said, lowering his voice further, "are they here?" Nambi frowned. The effect was so alarming on her usually cheerful face that one customer called, "Check please," while another abruptly remembered he left his stove on several blocks away.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't think I follow what you mean.
Boreal sweeps his brown and white wings behind his back like a cape and heads for the bar as Nambi hurriedly hops after him. "I need to get this off my chest," he said, "and I need a very strong drink, but not in that order. I hear you like tall tales, but Nambi, you're not gonna believe this one." And thus begins Memories Not Included. Roll the intro. The gentle mist of a spa's soothing rain and the quiet gonging of distant bells almost coax you back into the deep slumber yawning invitingly below. It tickles the front of your mind, tugging at your consciousness the way a used transport salesman tugs at your sleeve, eager to show you yet another disappointing clunker. Then the mist begins to burn. Not hot exactly, not cold either. Just the distinctive way that water isn't. I need Constitution saves from all of you.
Okay.
Great.
It's a good start.
Love it.
Hopefully I'm good at these.
Hopefully I'm good at these.
Ooh, it actually doesn't matter if I'm good at them or not.
I don't have to worry.
So I'm just going to start from how these are listed in front of me, so it's a little bit random. We'll do Katie will go with you first.
Well, it's like I'm back on the show or something because I got a 3.
Okay. You do get to add 3 to that, but
Oh. Constitution.
Big, huge information we just learned about
Huge.
Kitty. She's got +3 Constitution
The
saving
Buster
throws.
just got.
Okay.
I know exactly what she
I've
is.
cracked it.
yeah.
Code.
Scott will go with you.
I don't know if this is good. A nat 20? I don't know.
Oh,
what do
yeah,
I get
no.
to add to that?
Yeah. Actually, you get to add 2 to that.
Oh, okay. Constitution +2. Okay.
And let's go ahead and go with Bones.
19.
That'll be a 21 for you.
Okay. I'm a level 8 Oath of Glory Paladin.
And last but not least here, Kyle.
That's a 9er.
Okay, that's actually going to be a 12.
Oh.
So these will be the order in which you are waking up. As this liquid is beginning to kind of seep and start to burn, that this shower is making you uncomfortable, you're stirring, you're being drawn to consciousness around you as if coming out of cardiac surgery. So with that, going first, be thinking about what your character maybe was dreaming about, maybe some last vestiges of memory that might be popping like a bubble as they are popping, as you are coming out. So with a 22, go ahead.
Okay, 6. So I was just dreaming, so suddenly, I guess, Brimble Twiddlefig is the name of my character, by the way. Suddenly, Brimble, a Firbolg who's got very kind of messy hair, as if he doesn't really groom himself too often, kind of sits up and, what's going on? I don't need a bath today. I'm plenty clean. And he's like, and then I guess doesn't know where he is or who's around him. So just, what the hell?
Kind of coming to yourself.
Yeah.
As your dream, whatever that was, kind of pops.
Yeah.
Pain arrives all at once, racking your body with muscle aching misery that was considerate enough to hit everywhere simultaneously and save time. You wrench your eyes open and are greeted by piercing brilliance, as if some minor sun deity has taken a personal interest in your retinas. Blinking fiercely, you realize the blissful droplets were not rain at all, but brilliant multicolored sparks cascading over you from hundreds of severed wires dangling above.
Good.
It's fine. It's good.
You lurch upright, your clothes clinging damply to you. A brown polo shirt and matching long shorts, both relentlessly corporate and cheerfully ugly. Over the left breast, your name has been embroidered in coldly enthusiastic block letters. Around you, the others start to rouse. So with a 21.
Am I a delivery boy? Oh no.
What was your character's name again, Scott?
Brimble Twiddlefig.
Yeah, your shirt just says Brimble on it. Doesn't have your last name.
You'd still, well, once we introduce ourselves, though, you'll learn his last name then. So for right now, just pretend you only know his name is Brimble. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't metagame, don't worry.
Yeah.
So as you're playing your character, trying to think, I don't know this guy's last name. I can read this person.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. I was next with 21, right?
Correct.
Okay. So a pale green humanoid with snake-like features named Loa begins to come into consciousness, and Loa has a slit nose, very like sleek, a little scaly. Maybe it just kind of looks like a sickness though. And while a lot of it's natural, there's also like bits and little signs of surgeries and altercations and things that were done to him versus innate. And oddly enough, at least for the first half a moment of consciousness, he wakes up like this is normal and just feels like groggy but kind of fine and used to this, and just slowly kind of blinks his inner eyelid thing over and is like, I was out for a while. That took too long. What happened? Did it work?
It won't work.
Tries to jarred by this other thing here now.
Very large Firbolg man next to you. I'm like 7.5 feet tall also, so.
The sparks rain down over you. You both are wearing identical uniforms, save for the name that is different. Kyle.
My character is an Aarakocra. He is a very tall Aarakocra, 6'5". He's got like this beautiful plumage that goes around his face. He's a Philippine eagle, kind of based on that type of bird, which is an eagle that has this like brown and white, just like tons of like beautiful feathers that come off of his head. Kind of looks really kind of bobbly up at the top. He wakes up. Does he feel like it's a shower?
He felt
like
all
still?
the kind of same way. It felt like it's a shower to you, eyes opened and seeing this cascade of sparks over you. You're gonna wake up.
He doesn't open his eyes first. He just sighs. Yes, this is so wonderful. Love a hot shower. And then he opens his eyes. And you could see him like jump back, and all of his feathers like kind of like spritz open. Oh dear. Who am I? Hello. Hello. Hi. Excuse me.
Hello.
Oh, right.
I hiss.
I'm sorry. I'm not with myself. Where? Who?
Where the hell are you?
why?
How can you not be with? How can you not be with yourself?
I'm not. Oh, my. I don't know. Who I am. I look down. What am I wearing?
You're wearing exactly the same kind of uniform, a relentlessly corporate brown shirt with a short collar and long cargo shorts.
Can I read his
That are
name
also
tag and tell
brown.
him who he is?
Right.
You may absolutely do that.
What's your name?
I see Bell.
Bell. But you're Bell.
Oh, Bell. Oh my, Bell. Oh, is this my first name or is it my last name? Bell? And you are Mr. Brimble?
I don't think that's my last name. Wait, is it my first or my last name? No.
Scott, I think you'll have to play this like you don't know your last
Yeah,
name.
hold on. I only play this like I don't know my last name.
Okay.
Just like us.
Oh, no. Oh, the tables have really turned on me, guys. I can't handle this.
Kitty, the noise around you helps bring you to consciousness. Let's have you. What were you thinking? What were you dreaming, if anything, as you present yourself to consciousness?
Right. I'd say she was imagining just another day waking up and getting to the next job, whatever that's going to be. It's not always a consistent job, so she's waking up expecting the unknown, right? But this isn't the right setting that she wakes up in typically. She's a really light sleeper, so noises and things would usually wake her up. So the fact that she's hearing all this going on suddenly and she wasn't already awake kind of makes her jolt up really quick. Like, what? Where am I?
As you jolt up, that even little bit of familiarity with what you were expecting, that gentle memory of what things were, pops, blows away, and you look and find yourself wearing the brown shirt, the brown cargo pants, with your name lovingly embroidered in corporate block letters on your left breast.
And could you please describe your character? Because I just can't guess what you might look like, Kitty.
So,
What if she describes something completely different than how she
Yes.
looks right now? That would be awesome.
Yeah, just not even blue.
she is a blue-gray skin drow, tone tatted, purple eyes, white pixie haircut, studs on her ears, and on her shirt is the name Destra. Destra.
As the four of you have suddenly sprung to your feet, you're looking at each other, uniformly dressed. The immediacy of the situation and the oddness of it, of people that you see that you somehow recognize but at the same time seem to be complete strangers, you notice that the room around you is roughly octagonal, about 100 feet across. It's floor plated in metal and littered with broken glass, sheared wiring, slagged debris, and spreading pools of thick, mixed liquids that are already beginning to hiss and evaporate. Strange, archaic machines dot the chamber, as if the interior designer had been trapped somewhere between George Lucas and H.R. Geiger. 50 feet overhead, the ceiling hangs in a zealous tangle of conduits, tubings, and cables. That monotony is violently interrupted by a massive rectangular gouge carved through the ceiling and continuing upward for more than 300 feet until it ends in open starscape. The slagged metal along its sides is still cooling. Jammed deep into a set of disabled sliding double doors, the only obvious exit from this room is the sheared front quarter of a boxy brown cockpit. It has less crashed into the room, but more insisted on becoming fused to it. It perfectly matches the nose of Antimarm's freight delivery ship, part of that Firbolg logo, now decapitated. Above the disabled doors, a pulsing sign helpfully reads, "Exit."
I can't be sure about this, but you don't see a ship like that every day.
What the hell is going on here?
Is that yours?
I don't think so. That does look like there's a Firbolg on there, though.
You're a Firbolg, and there's a Firbolg on the side of the ship. It has to maybe connect. This is so tough. And he puts his hands up in his face and like rubs his feathers, and he goes, "Oh, there's something on my beak. Oh." And he looks like cross-eyed, trying to like look at his own beak, and you can see that he has like part of his beak is like this gold prosthetic almost placed like on his beak, and he looks. What is there something? Is there something there?
It's
Looks like an ornament.
metal.
Oh, let me. And he like takes it off, and you can see that there's just like a big chunk missing from his beak that you like just cannot see.
Ooh.
Like you can see like his tongue kind of like in there as he's like trying to talk. Is it? It's a prosthetic. Okay, I'm gonna put it back now. Sorry. And he clicks it back on. Oh, okay. Oh boy, interesting. And then he like feels his feathers, and then there's like a chunk missing. Oh, I'm sorry. There's more. Is anybody damaged? I seem to don't have feathers on this side of my neck, and you can look and see that there is like skin there that looks like previous burns, like a previous just scar where he has like this whole missing section of feathers.
Loa has almost subconsciously just started walking towards Belle with fascination, just like uncomfortably, just staring at all your weird little parts and malformalities, and finds this fascinating.
You're not hurt right now, are you? Do you need help?
Is it injured? Am I injured here? It seems okay.
I'd like to do a medicine check.
It feels okay.
To see if he appears to be injured right now.
Well, let's do this. First of all, for the great cosplay, I'm going to go ahead and award Destra 4 core points.
4 core points.
4.
And
So I just put a forward inspiration.
So that's you can use to unlock areas of your character sheet. So if there are specific areas that you would like to say, I'd like to know this number, or if I have this ability, that's where you can start to use it to unlock things. So you get those 4 core. And for the rest of you, for this great role play starting off, I'll have you each roll 1d4 plus 1 to see what you get, including you, Destra. You get the 4 plus that 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
I'm actually painted green, just waist down.
Yeah, Bones didn't want to show but he did have to the makeup.
You know what? You did the important half. That's all that matters.
Sick.
DM, so you said I had 4 for the cosplay and I had 1 more?
You get to roll 1d4 plus 1.
1d4 plus 1. Okay.
Yep. So whatever you roll that.
Okay.
So what did you?
So
Yeah, go ahead, Destra. What'd you get?
I rolled a 2, and then plus 1's 3. So
Yep.
I add that to the 4, so that's
Yep,
7
so
total?
you have 7. Basically, if you think about your character sheet, you're looking at, you have 7 points to spend where you can buy information off your character sheet.
Okay.
And so while you're thinking about what you might want, let's go ahead and see. Brimble, what'd you get?
I rolled a 1, so I've got
Okay.
2 memory
You do.
points.
All right. Loa?
I rolled a 3. I
Okay.
got 4.
You got 4. And then Belle.
I rolled a 3, so I got 4.
All right. So let you each think about what you might want to tackle or unlock off your character sheet. Brimble, you said you were going to do maybe a medicine check to see what you can do there.
Sure, he's talking about being injured. I'm a helpful sort. I'll come over.
Go ahead
take a
and
look.
go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, that's an 11.
Okay. All right. How does he look? Look like an old wound?
It does look like an old wound. As you look about, you see that he has these scars where some of the plumage has been pulled away. It's trying to push through, but not in a very healthy looking manner. It looks like somebody who maybe has tried to present himself well, tried to make the best of a difficult situation. Like there was some pride placed in this at one point in time.
I think you're gonna live for right now. I don't think it's a problem to worry about.
Great. When you say for right now, you mean just specifically?
I mean,
you think I'm going to die?
None of us know who we are, and we're on a mysterious vessel, so I can't guarantee.
Nobody knows who they are. Wonderful. Okay.
Well, I guess I don't know. Do you know who you are? I don't know who I am.
Yeah, at least.
Well, I know who I am.
Seems like we're all on the same ship then. Am I right?
But if that's a Firbolg over there, I'm just ignoring his joke. On the ship, maybe I'm the boss. Maybe you're all in my crew.
I think you still have some explaining to do.
Who, me?
Yes, you. The only person that looks like the thing on that ship that crashed into us.
Oh, I think, well, maybe it's actually just a coincidence. Maybe I'm not the boss.
Destra, do you know what you want to unlock on yours?
Let's do dexterity. My modifier for that.
+5.
Ooh.
Dang.
Am I able to do a bunch at once, or am I being too greedy?
You have your points to spend, so let's let you spend
You earned
them.
the points. You
That's
use
right.
them.
We do strength.
+2.
Okay. Stealth.
Ooh. You have a +5 in stealth.
I mean, that makes sense, I suppose.
Checks out.
No proficiency.
No
That's
proficiency.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in.
That'll be fun to find those.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking for that one.
We just have them?
Sleight of hand.
Okay. Sleight of hand, also a +5.
Where are you? Athletics.
Athletics, +5.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh. What was your strength score again?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you got +5, then
PB's 3?
yeah. So we're at
Yeah,
+3
with
So
athletics.
if they're assuming that that's the case for all of
Yeah.
us, then that's
Then we're,
interesting.
Doesn't tell us exactly where
potentially-
though.
No, exactly, but it
+3.
tells us the range of the level, which is
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, I asked for 1, 2.
Yeah, I've got
4,
you.
5. So I got 2 more.
2 more.
I can ask for abilities rather than just skill.
You can actually ask for, if you think of anything on your character sheet, like it was blacked out, you can ask for it to be unlocked.
I'll just ask for level on my turn.
Hmm.
It's on my character sheet. It's like useless information other than like just
Tells
my
us
own
what we now
curiosity.
already know, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Does she have hit dice?
Yes. You have 7d10 hit dice.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I want to hold on to this one.
Okay.
I'll let someone else
there you
go.
Okay, great. Well, then let's go to Brimble. You have your 2 to spend.
Yeah, I've got
and you
2 to
the
spend. I'd like to know what my charisma score is.
+4.
It's 4.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
The hit dice was a cool thing because it's like
Yeah, that was smart.
there's a couple people here, not me, that probably knows which classes have which hit dice.
Good point, actually.
That was clever. That's like a little 3-for-1 right there.
I only get one other thing. I have so little to go off of here. You know what? I just want to know this. I want to know what my armor class is.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna go for.
Considering that you aren't wearing anything other than your current clothing, your armor class is 17.
Well, that's very interesting. That's quite interesting.
What?
Okay. Good to know. Thank you for that. I'm gonna do some thinking over here.
Loa.
I'm still processing that charisma score and that AC with no
Yeah.
armor.
Right.
I love that.
I know.
Okay, I've got 4. I'm gonna go with I'd like to know my dexterity score first.
Perfect. Dexterity, you are a +1.
Oh, what? Let's also do. How about this? What's my speed?
30 feet.
Okay. Expected, but could have been something wacky.
Mm-hmm.
So not as like a reveal, but just sort of as you've described it, we can all intuit that like we don't have like gear.
Yeah,
If I tap my pockets, there's nothing
there's
on us.
nothing. All you have
Okay.
are the brown shirts and the brown cargo pants.
Yeah. Not gonna ask like, do I have a sword?
Yeah, you'd be able to see that. Yeah, good call. Good question.
Actually, it would be cool if I did ask and it was something, but I'm not gonna risk it.
You do have a sword, but you're like a warlock who can summon your packed weapons. So it's like
Yeah.
you ask, do I have a sword? And
Right,
then
right.
sword and then shoots out of your hand.
That's awesome.
And that
I'm
would
gonna
be
ask
a
that
time
every
if you
time.
did, it would have happened. Do you have a sword? Yes, not in this
That's
case.
great.
I'm gonna use my next 3 to ask sword.
A sword?
Sword now.
How about now? Now?
Okay. How about this? I'll also do my charisma score.
You are +5, sir.
Interesting.
Oh, nice.
I was trying to be smart and sneaky and say, like, if I found out my dex, I can intuit my AC. I kind of can figure out my health from there, but now I have a +1 to AC. So that's a little concerning. And I also want to know, can I ask my hit points? Sorry, not my hit die.
Hit points, yes.
Yes.
51.
Okay.
Did you ask? Is that current hit points or hit point maximum? I guess that you.
Oh, yeah, I guess I will clarify.
Yeah, that I
What's-
took that as hit points and hit point maximum. You all look like you're as healthy as you're going to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Despite the agonizing pain of waking up, we are.
There was a lot of pain that's fading as you're standing around looking around about the place. Some of these distant memories kind of just popping to the surface.
None of us have the bloodied condition, thank God.
Bell.
I would like to know my hit point maximum as well.
58.
As he's kind of checking himself and seeing if he's healthy. Okay. I would like to know my strength. See if Bell's checking himself, trying to flare his wings out, see if he feels strong.
What does a -3 feel?
Oh gosh.
Jeepers.
I think he flares out his wings, and the momentum catches his legs wrong, and he stumbles a little bit because he has hard with a -3. He's so shrimpy. You see his wings just go out, and it's just like bones, and there's no muscle. There's just nothing. That's great. He is tall and lanky. Amazing. Let's see. I have 2 more. Can I have my dexterity?
Yes. Your dexterity is +3.
Okay. So I'm at least able to catch myself when I stumble because I have no strength. How about trying to make sense of this, my wisdom, as I'm trying to like understand what's going on.
Yeah, you're finding a bit of a struggle. It's a -1.
Oh, well, I feeling good. Feeling good. I feel like we can figure this out. Oh boy.
As you are having these things surface, the nature of the room, the little bit of the destroyed, disorganized layout, you're realizing that there's been this noise that you've kind of been ignoring, but it all comes to the forefront of your consciousness. Beneath the pain, the sparks, and the confusion, now that you notice it, you can't stop noticing it. A tolling bell has been sounding steadily through the chamber. Beneath it, a soothing, automated voice speaks with the placid cheerfulness of someone that has never once had to deal with consequences or Mondays.
System alert. Environmental Leak Decks 163 through 170. Arcane Shield holding. Aquatic Entertainment Zone Deck 130. Temperature disrupted. Repair team dispatched. Deck 169 Cinema Projector offline. Repair team dispatched. Organic Nutrition Dispensation Unit Deck 156 offline. Repair team dispatched. Automated Neural Network Decks 163 through 170 partially engaged, low priority. Central Processing Unit disengaged, low priority. Memory integration circuits disrupted, low priority. Intruders detected, Deck 165. Security detail pending.
This message is repeating.
Can Destra look up for any kind of number indicator in this room?
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
You think we're the
Oh
intruders?
my gosh, what is going on? That's a 5, and I don't know about any perception stuff yet, so it's just
you
5.
get to add 4 to that as you look around. You
9.
find that generally you are pretty perceptive, but you still feel like there's a lot of cobwebs in your head as you are unclear of what to go next. You're looking around for a number, and you glance at where this front cockpit has like wedged itself in between these doors. The doors through which that has a nice exit sign, it's got a small crack through it. There is a part of the back of your mind where you think that, lots of hallways and things, if they were places there'd be listed like the deck that you're on and things of that nature. They think if you get closer to that cockpit, you might be able to see through that crack and see what's out there in the hallway. As you look at the cockpit, it is like something has just completely cut it across its midsection so that the front of it, which would be towards the outside, has smashed into those doors. The console, the controls, and even a little bit of the spelljamming seat are all sitting right there facing into the room to where you can access those.
Okay. She gets up and goes to inspect the cockpit and the gap between where it impacted the door.
Okay. As anyone else going with, or are you all just wandering about?
Well, seeing as I could be the one in charge of this whole operation, I'll go with her.
Fantastic. So, either individually or with a help action, you can do an investigation check as you walk over there.
So I can provide the help action, you're saying? I have proficiency in investigation?
I didn't say that. I'm just offering just as a way to trigger, remembering the rules as written.
I'm going to make...
So one of you...
Freaking believable.
Kitty sounds like Destra did great.
Was that
was that
really good with the rolls so far?
I have so far rolled a 3, a 5,
Ooh.
and a natural 1.
Oh, that's
Hey, love it. It's good stuff.
Unbelievable.
Does your D20 look like this? It's
Yeah.
a
No.
D10.
Yeah.
Does
It looks
your
like
D20
it
look
looks like this.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Brimble got a 16 plus whatever his investigation modifier.
Okay, so if you're each rolling independently, Destra, to your natural 1, you get to add another 1 to that.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
you're really struggling to make sense of things. You have found that tucked away in the bottom left of the cockpit is a discarded fork, and you are captivated by that, and it seems really important to you, Destra. So you now can go pick up this fork.
That's a weapon. I'm taking it.
Brimble, you were walking over there and you see her just holding up this fork. As she got a fork in her hand.
Must be important.
Brimble, I'm sorry. What did you roll for your investigation?
A 16.
Okay,
whatever.
that's a 19.
Oh, okay. What are these?
Nice.
What is the stats on Brimble here?
Yeah.
Like, so far, I've got a +3 to a wisdom thing. I've got a +4 to charisma. I've got something going. I don't know what's going on with my AC. All right. Okay. So that's a.
This is wild.
He looks so capable to Belle. Belle is just like, wow, this guy, he knows everything. He can do everything.
As you walk over to the main console, Destra, distracted by the fork, no longer even interested in trying to look through the crack. But Brimble, you walk over and you see that there is a large, about 10 by 9 screen in the center of the console. It is hissing. It's hissing. Hissing.
Anyone know how to turn off this hissing?
It's hissing. It's garbled. There is an image that is jumping. It's teared and stutters. But you walk over to it, and with that investigate, you give it a good whack.
Yeah.
You toggle some switches around there. Not entirely sure why you know to do it, but you're doing it. And a medium-sized cracked screen ceases its restless crawl of static and resolves into the image of a female Firbolg who looks familiar to each of you, which under the circumstances is less comforting than one might hope. She has long, wavy auburn hair that falls below her waist, hazel eyes, and smooth brown skin. Even on this small screen, she appears to be tall, broad-shouldered, and powerfully built. Her face is oval and lined with age, and an intricate black tattoo crisscrosses the length of her neck. She sits at the head of the long table in what appears to be a boardroom lit starkly from above. The rest of the room is lost in shadow. Blurred figures pass behind her or sit along the edges of the table, indistinct and silent. Her head is cocked slightly to one side as if listening to someone. She gives a small shake of her head in annoyance, as though barely resisting the urge to roll her eyes. Destra, put me on broadcast so they can hear me. Good? Good. You have your orders. Don't sweat the details. You follow my lead, you get paid, just like always. Auntie Marm's got your back. She glances down at something on the table. Take the potions when you land. That'll give you about an hour to work the Cruciable's language. We don't want to, we didn't have the luxury of the resources to outfit everybody with helms of comprehend language. She leans back as one of the shadows hands her several forms. She's nodding as if she's hearing a reply. She signs the forms with brisk impatience. Then she looks back up. Loa, you and Brimble, twice cursed, you and Brimble keep each other in line. Securing control of those gates is the prize. Do not get sidetracked by all the loot. You are among my best people, and by the gods, I am paying more than enough to keep even your greedy eyes satisfied. And for the love of the gods, don't... The screen bursts into static. The image tears sideways. Sound collapses into a shrieking interference, but then after a few moments, the static recedes, and clearly a little bit of time has passed. The Firbolg is now holding a device that looks suspiciously like a silver fork jammed into a jeweled potato fitted with strobing lights. We bought this fair and square off of a two-faced government bureaucrat who got it from one of the survivors of the last adventuring expeditions. It's guaranteed to get you through the outer security. Something about making our delivery ship as belonging to the Crucible or some sort. He said it was some kind of reverse engineering architect bull crap, I don't know. She pauses and squints at someone off screen. No, this is just the model. If it was the original, then if I push this button, she presses a red jewel. A brilliant green light bathes the screen for a moment and then vanishes. You idiots!
How is it that I'm the one with crippling fear of technology and you imbeciles are the ones who installed the wrong copy?
A pleasant digital voice cuts cleanly over the transmission. It sounds almost, but not quite, like a kindler, gentler version of this anti-marm Firbolg.
Warning. Multiple spells and munitions. Incoming. Evasive maneuvers. Strongly recommended.
The feed cuts abruptly.
Well, though, it sounds
voice
like
said
me
your
and you
name.
better get on those gates.
Yeah, it said your name too. I don't.
You want to? Are we sure it's not your ship now? Huh?
I
Maybe
don't
Destra.
think.
Yeah.
It,
Are you
I
the
mean,
boss?
No. I can't be right. Why would I know anything?
She didn't say my name, did she? She didn't say anything
No.
about me. I didn't hear it.
No, she
Didn't hear
just
anything
mentioned.
about you or me.
But she talked about you.
Me?
She said.
Yeah.
You two
She
like
said
you
Loa
two like
Loa
loot.
as well.
You two
and
like
me
to
are supposed
do
to
treasure.
we
You're
gotta get the
treasure
gates.
hunters, you two.
Look out for treasure.
Loa looks down and has to like re-remember his name and be like, yeah.
She said potions. You have to drink potions. Where? Y'all see potions anywhere? I just found this book.
She was well. Hold on. She talked about potions for the comprehending languages, and we can all understand each other. So maybe we already took them.
And does it look like I'm speaking your language? Like, does my mouth look like I'm speaking
I don't
your
really
language?
understand how to read lips
That
on a
might
beak.
be how the spell
It's a
works.
beak. Well, it's a beak, so you have to look at my tongue. Does it look
can
like I'm
understand you.
speaking in my native tongue or your tongue?
I don't remember taking any potions.
I don't remember learning other languages, so I'm gonna say yes. You're talking to me how I talk.
Okay, great.
You can all have another
So
core
we're all
memory. That was
speaking
great.
other languages then. We're all,
We all,
I'll add another core memory point. We can spin them in a minute, but that was great.
Okay.
Keep it up. Beautiful.
for all of us. For
Visible confusion from the masses.
uh-huh.
What did the woman say that we needed to do? What was the goal here? Why are we here?
Not loot.
Not loot, but me and Loa was supposed to look for a gate, right?
Right.
We're supposed to secure a gate.
do we ever learn what floor we're on? Like what if? Because the thing that's replaying in the area said like floors. Do we
As
ever
you-
get what floor we're on?
You haven't figured that out yet. As you're listening,
Okay.
you hear that there's an environmental leak, deck 163 through 167. Sorry, 163 through 170. The aquatic entertainment zone, deck 130, is offline. The deck 169 cinema projector is offline. The organic nutrition dispensation unit, deck 156, is offline. The automated neural networks, 163 through 170, are only partially engaged. That there was disruption of the central processing unit, the memory integration units, and that the
Memory
intruders were detected
integration.
165, and said the security detail was pending.
There's this like hole in the ceiling,
Right.
right? And it goes all the way up.
Yep.
But you described the ceiling as like pretty high. Like it's a very tall ceilinged
It's a
room
50
that we're in?
fall. It's a 50-foot tall ceiling. Since you're asking that, give me a wisdom check, Loa.
Just a raw. I don't know what my wisdom is.
Well,
Just like a
roll
perception.
a d20, buddy.
Yep. There you go.
What?
What?
Oh, this will be helpful. That's a 9.
Well, it's a 10, so that's pretty
Okay.
good. As you look around, looking up at the rectangular hole through the ceiling and looking at this front of the anti-marms delivery vehicle, it matches up pretty perfectly. Like those
If the-
toddler building blocks, we can put the right shape in the right hole, it falls right through. You could mentally see that this caused the damage.
Okay, I have two thoughts. Either we can, if this is the door, we can go through this ship that crashed. I don't know how large it is or if it has like, you know, a hallway behind the cockpit, or we push it out.
The size of it is, these are about 10 foot wide doors. They're wide doors. This thing is like jammed all the way in there. It's about the front, like fifth of that ship. So the vast majority of the ship is sheared off somewhere else. And it is it looks to be very wedged in. Like if you're looking closely at it, there is melted metal that is cooling on the edges. It's not impossible to try to move it, but it looks like this is fairly impassable.
Okay. Or do we try to go up?
We're on maybe floor 165 because there's intruders detected on floor 165, right?
Yeah.
And we don't know what floor the memory integration stuff that failed is on. We just know that that system is partially not working or something is what the message says.
Yeah, so we can go and like go to the memory thing and try to get our memory back. We can also like we're worried that are we the repair crew or are we the crew that crashed in? And
I think we're the crew that crashed
like,
in.
We're the crew that crashed in. Yeah.
Yeah, the
the
looting
lady-
warning also suggests we're
That's right.
not
She
not
knew
here on
who we
invite.
were.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And somehow when we crashed in, we lost all of our memory.
Well, yeah.
Something to do with perhaps the crucibles. Or what? Or sorry, the whatever the memory the memory reintroduction system on this ship.
Yes. We might have picked the worst floor.
Yeah. Let's do it. Is this the memory integration thing? And I point to the thing that is still sparking in the middle, right?
Make an investigation check for me.
Great. That is a nat 20.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So you do have a +1 to investigation, Belle.
Okay.
So that's great. So a few
We take
things.
positives here. I like positives.
Yeah. So a few things. You point to the sparking piece of machinery, and you realize there's a lot of sparking machinery around. You see one that says Organic Reclamation Unit, and it looks like an industrial meat grinder where things can be fed through the top of it, and then it seems to be piped somewhere other into the building. You see that there is another one that talks about the system reclamation and anesthesia unit. You see another one that has been sheared off and broken and sparking, and it reads memory integration unit for Bravo, and it is sheared off and almost entirely destroyed. Only like the little bit of a stump of it and part of the sign on it is visible, and it looks like it was just perfectly in line of where the cockpit came down. And in looking through this, you also spot at about 20 feet up on the wall to the left upper corner of the room, diagonal from the doors, is a large ventilation duct.
Cool. So what's so what is our goal again here?
Right now, I think our goal is to get out of this room and learn more.
I agree.
Yeah. Excellent. There's a ventilation duct we could go through. I don't know where it goes. It seems like an idea that we could do.
Can you fly up there?
Oh, sure, I can fly up there. Absolutely. It
Are you
flies
sure?
up.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. You're gonna have like clipped wings or something. You're not gonna be able to.
I try to fly.
Yeah. Your wings feel stiff, and they were a little bit soggy, but it seems like in the last few minutes it's all dried out. In fact, those puddles of liquid have all evaporated everywhere.
Wow.
You're feeling a little bit, I'd say more natural to yourself. You're able to take flight, and the room, you've got to be careful because there's all these hanging wires that are sparking. The conduits are still kind of swinging, but you are able to fly up to the grating that would open up to get into this ventilation duct. As you fly up there, because you are real close to it, just give me a quick investigation as you're kind of looking around it.
Cool. Oh, and about how far do I fly in a 6 second interval without dashing?
It would appear that you are going to be able to fly your actual 30 feet.
Excellent. Okay, great. You said investigation?
Yep, go ahead and give another investigation as you fly it up there and you're peering in on it.
That is total of 8.
Okay.
We're down there and we're going one spelljammer, 2 spelljammer, 3. He's taking a long time to get to that vent.
Yeah.
As you look at the vent, you see that there is a small clasp at the bottom of it, but it's on a hinge that it would take very little effort to open it. Looks like it's used for maintenance purposes of some kind. Those of you who are on the ground as Belle has flown up there, looking about, Loa, go ahead and give me just either investigation or perception. What would you be doing around that area? Would you be looking around, or what would you be doing at that time? You've all seen this video. Go ahead.
I think I'm curious about. I mean, a lot of it seems like it's just shredded and random greeblies and all those various technical parts. I'm curious about the vent, but I am curious if anything looks like, I don't know, specifically like tampered with, because I think I'm still having a disconnect between like we maybe crashed, but also we're like something happened, and just trying to connect.
So,
you know, besides that, like, you know, there's a crash, but there's also this like gash in the ceiling, and so it seems like a couple things have happened.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check on that. And Destra, you remember why you wanted to go over there to start with. You're no longer distracted by the fork after seeing the video, so give me another investigation check as you're trying to look to see where you are.
This doesn't work. I'm grabbing a new D20.
All right, Loa, what'd you get?
I got a 15.
Okay.
She's shaking her head.
All right, so you look at things. So a few things. First of all, there's enough broken boxes and debris that you realize that with a little bit of effort, you guys could cobble together a makeshift ramp or climbing capability of some kind to where those of you who can't fly could probably make your way up to that ventilation ducting. But looking through this, as you are just thinking, how could this all work out? And as you're like sizing things up with your hands, you intuitively lift something up with your mind. It weighs less than 10 pounds, but it's about rectangular shape, and you kind of fly it back and forth between the opening and the trajectory of where that cockpit is. And as you move it back and forth, you are able to tell that, okay, yeah, that had to be the track, that this thing did come through the roof and land right there. And you have unlocked your mage hand cantrip.
Yeah, I'm like doing some sort of experiment, and then I just move on from that. Like, I didn't really register that it was like me or weird or anything like that, and maybe did the somatic a little bit, but...
Loa, look behind you. Look, floating around you. You see that?
What?
I think, are you doing that?
No. Yes. What?
You're a magic user.
Do it again.
You can use magic.
Hold on. Yes, duh, no.
Can I do that? And I try to lift something from across the room.
Something shakes when we realize it was just turbulence.
Yeah. Belle, how do you try to lift something? What are you imagining happening?
Looking at whatever wrench on the ground. If there's a wrench on the ground, I stare at it, throw my hand out, and try to
do
move
that mid-flight,
like
right? So you plummet to the ground because you quit flapping. You like throw your hand.
Well, I'm I have arms.
Oh, okay. You got arms.
Aarakocra have arms too, and wings. But yes.
So you throw your mind out there to try to get the wrench to move, and you are thrilled as you see the wrench start to lift up off the ground and start to move. But then it also it disturbs you for a second as the wrench on the ground stays on the ground, but an exact copy of the wrench lifts up into the air and starts to move. And then it startles you, and then the image vanishes as you have cast a minor illusion as your cantrip.
Oh goodness! Oh, I can do magic too. Wow! I do it again.
Okay.
Wait, is this a spell slot?
I burn all my spell slots.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
Minor illusion cantrip.
I do it again. Oh, wonderful. Oh, yes.
Destra, what did you roll for that investigation?
Oh, it was investigation. It wasn't perception, huh?
Well, whichever you were playing. I apologize. It could be perception. I'm good with that.
Well, if it's perception, then it's a 7 plus 4 is an 11.
That's
I
not
broke
bad.
10.
Yeah, you broke 10. You do two things in trying to climb up to through the console to look through the shattered glass to see between it. You're able to peer into the hallway. To the left, you see this strobing lighting effect that very much reminds you of something on fire out in the hall. You do see a thin wisp of smoke. It's a little bit foggy in that room. You can't see very widely through that gap. You were able to see, though, across from you, it has in plain block letters, Deck 165. Then there are arrows. There are arrows to the left that says Arboretum and Massage. Arrows to the right that list Main, Hallway, and Armory.
As I'm peering out, I am relaying this to the crew, saying there's a fire that is in the direction of Massage, and to the right it says Main Hallway.
One other thing, I apologize.
So I guess-
and to the left, it also says Lift.
And there's a lift as well to the left. It says, at least. Is it operable? Uncertain. Also, we are level 165. You were right, Brimble.
We are the intruders. Main hallway sounds promising.
Can I use try to unlock a core memory?
Sure.
Does she have Natural Explorer?
No, that is not a feature that you have.
That's a burn. Okay.
Can I also use my one core memory point to reveal my dexterity modifier?
Your dexterity modifier, Brimble, is 3.
I think I've cracked the code on Brimble over here.
And we can have memories associated with unlocking these is what you said.
So
right?
if you unlock something and then you want to talk about how you first used or became proficient, whatever that thing it is, there's a chance that you can kind of score more memory core points by good roleplay with that.
So if I was to just guess, Brimble, as he remembers how dexterous he is, he remembers being in the ship that he grew up on that was a religious ship, hiding from an onslaught of people who didn't agree with his religion that took out a lot of the people on board. And that was the day that he swore his oath to become an Oath of the Noble Genie's Paladin. Would that be something I could say that I've unlocked in my core memories?
You certainly could. You would say that you would think it would be something that you remember doing that. But then there was a reason you left the order.
Okay.
Something called you away from it.
Interesting.
So you may have once tried to do that, but it didn't stick.
It didn't stick. Interesting.
It didn't stick.
Okay. What the hell is my AC this high for?
Loa is gonna start
okay.
moving boxes and things
Okay.
and putting a bar in place with Mage Hand, and to just kind of create an easier climb
Okay.
up to the thing,
All
and he'll
right.
just see if Bell has worked that vent open, because I think there's some urgency now that it's super confirmed we are seen as intruders.
Can I use my core memory unlock? As I'm cast minor illusion, can I get my charisma score?
Absolutely. Your charisma is +5, sir.
Okay.
I think the
Got some-
memory that, interesting. Yeah, that's, this is great. I think the memory that I unlock as I do the minor illusion, Bell is in this memory where he's kind of walking through the grass, this wooded area, and he looks out and sees a squirrel kind of running around, and he casts minor illusion to create another squirrel near it, to have these two interact for a second, and then the other squirrel realizes that it's an illusion, kind of jumps through it and scurries back up a tree, and Bell looks up and is in this big dome, and realizes he's on a ship, and this area is made to look like a field with trees, like a forested area, and then he can see this big estate, like this really fancy house nearby with a path to it, and then he comes out of the memory. Oh my! I think I'm potentially I'm rich. I think I'm royalty. I think I might be royalty.
Did you get that vent
And,
open yet?
Oh right, and I open it up.
Excellent. I'll give you an extra core memory point to unlock for good roleplay, and ditto that for Brimble. Good roleplay.
My
there.
inaccurate attempt at it. Yeah.
Well, no, it was good. I loved it.
I love a guy
Yeah.
just going I think I might be rich.
I think I'm rich.
Awesome.
Oh.
So do I have a lot of money? I'm gonna use my core memory. How much gold is on my character?
Yeah. That's how much gold. I have 4 of them right now. I might use all 4. Can I use all 4 real quick? Just to...
Sure, you can. Loa, you get an extra core memory point too for your good work
good.
at building the scaffolding, if you will. Everyone else is kind of sitting there thinking on themselves. Loa's over here just putting in the sweat work, trying to build some scaffolding together.
I think security is on its way, maybe. So
Destra kind of, in low voice, says, "I doubt anyone here is rich if they're here now."
Ooh, snap.
Can I know? Let's see. I got 4 of these to unlock. So I want to know my AC.
Okay. Your
Careful,
AC,
it'll just fuck with your head.
yeah. Your AC is 13.
13. And then can I have my... Oh man, I wanted... I feel suddenly I'm feeling charismatic. I want to unlock this, but I want to do it with a little role play moment as let's all go together. Did that sound persuasive? No one know my persuasion
That's
bonuses.
good. It's +5. That's great. I love it.
+5.
I'll wait to answer.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
Oh, I gotta actually roll for it. I
tell you
forgot
if
how
it
this
sounded
works.
persuasive yet.
It's a 14
Okay.
total.
It did, and I would know.
Great. Oh, good. How about this?
Maybe Bell's the leader. Maybe you're the one in charge, Bell.
Oh, maybe I am. Am I in charge? How about this? I know for a fact that I'm in charge. Did that sound deceptive?
Why don't you roll for it and find out?
Well, I mean, it is
Disadvantage?
I mean, it's deceptive no matter what.
No.
'Cause he knows that he doesn't know for a fact.
It's a natural one.
It's you've got a +5 to that anyway, but that's
Okay.
yeah, one more point to spend. That was good. I love that.
You don't sound convinced.
Okay, well, I suppose I'm not the one in charge then. I'll just take a nature check for walking through the woods in my my nature score.
Yeah, it's a +1.
Destra, you had something you were wanting to do. What were you saying?
I'm just trying to figure out the right way to ask for it. Because I don't want to go too broad. Do I have superiority die? I think that's what I was trying to ask earlier, but hit die was a good ask regardless. But do I have superiority die?
Yes, you do.
Yay!
Ooh.
Is that do I get a number with that, or is it just yes?
I've got to look at the.
Okay.
Yes, you do, and you have 5d8.
Okay.
So wait, what are you guys working on right now? What's our impediments from leaving the room?
The
I
vent
think
is
we're-
what, 50 feet up or something like that?
So the ceiling's 50 feet. The vent is about 25 feet up. You've got Bell is hanging off of it, has opened it to the side. He's very, very light, so he's having no problem hanging on there. His hollow bones, as you know, Aarakocra have. Then you have Loa, who has been intermittently using his own strength to stack things, and then using like Mage Hand to help build things alongside, or cobbling things up to what it can lift as he's trying to build a structure that you guys can clamber up.
I'd like to just say to Loa, like, keep up the good work. You're doing a really great job, buddy. And does he feel inspired just when I say that to him?
He feels like he got a D8 of inspiration.
Interesting.
There it is. Interesting.
I'm like really suspicious when you first say it. I slowly turn around like, what do you do? And then I see him just
Smiling at you.
positive smile, thumbs up, and I'm like, you know what, man? Thanks.
And I think it's in this
appreciate
moment that Brimble's mind flashes back to that memory of when he was going to swear those paladin oaths, and on the ground next to him dying was another apostle who cut him off at the last verse. Don't do it, Brimble. My life has been a waste serving this church. The only thing you need to worry about is keeping the party alive. And that's when Brimble decided to become a College of Dance bard. The rest of the time. That's what I'm thinking.
That was clever, using your knowledge of bards and like, how the crap do I have that high of an AC?
Yeah, the AC.
It's the AC it's one of these fuckers
I
that can
can't
get
do
their
this.
AC for something weird, but I know it's not barbarian because my constitution save sucked in the beginning. It wasn't good enough to get up to 17.
This can't be me. I need to dance.
Exactly. I love it. Beautiful.
I'm tapping my foot waiting for you to go, and then I'm kind of shaking my hips.
It's
you know?
suspiciously in rhythm.
Yeah.
Tapping.
All right.
Like tapping
Crack some
like
codes
really
here.
well. That's awesome.
Loa is also going to volunteer to go through the vent because he feels very at ease crawling through a tight space if no one else is keen on being that person.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm gonna squeeze well into a vent over here.
Well, it's interesting you say that. As you are all clambering up here, climbing up the vent, unless there's anything else that you want to do in this room before you all try to head through the vent.
I looked really hard. I couldn't find a single thing besides this fork.
As you guys climb up to the vent, you find that this ventilation shaft is unexpectedly roomy, with none of the dust, grime, or rodent skeletons tradition has led you to expect from such places. In fact, it's almost as if it's been intentionally designed to allow easy movement by a medium to large size humanoid in full combat gear with a mild but committed admiration for small flying mammals.
Good.
Ahead and below.
Darn.
Ahead and below, multiple grated openings in the ducting reveal a hallway some 25 feet beneath you, cast in flickering light, warm artificial ambience, and the sort of industrial glow that strongly suggests something nearby is having a difficult day. From this vantage point, you cannot yet see everything clearly, but you can hear the constant hiss of suppressant foam, the wet cough of vapor jets, and the steady grumbling exhaust of machines trying very hard to be useful.
So we're all in the vents?
You're all in the vents, and it sounded like Loa was up first. Who would want to be behind Loa?
I would be in the middle with my low AC and badness and yeah.
I do have a high enough AC that I should probably be further forward in the group. Yeah, so I'd go behind Loa. I suppose. Okay. Cheering them on the whole time, giving them.
I guess Destra's in the back.
Okay. Perfect. So Loa, then since you're kind of taking the lead, you're able to look down. You can only see kind of like what's beneath you. You don't have a good vantage point to really look one way or the other without popping the hatch open and really peering out. But what do you do?
I think I'm trying to get us to somewhere new here. The vent feels, comfortable for me, but it's almost a little too like big and clean. So now it just feels like we're in another useless room, and again feeling a little bit of that pressure. I think I'll try to get this next vent open and try to take a look.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to exert any effort to open it from this side.
Well, you look and you see that it has the same kind of latch system that's latched from the outside.
Can I try Mage Hand
Absolutely.
from the other side and pull it open?
So how do you do that? What's that look like to people? I guess Mage Hand's technically invisible, but
I have a little. I'll use a core memory here.
It's invisible if you have the psychic feat. Does Bones have the psychic?
What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of the invisible. I'm thinking of the invisible servant.
Yeah.
That's my bad. No, so this was
okay. I've got a good visual for it.
Go for it.
And I'll use a core memory.
All right.
So as I'm like looking at this vent, I like put a hand on it just to see if it can apply any pressure. Loa has a flashback, and it's from a first-person point of view. It just looks like murky and kind of like amber-hued, with kind of like a dull white light in front of him. And in the vision, this little, almost like webbed little baby hand reaches up, and as its fingers split, a layer of skin falls off and magically moves forward. And with his real hand and this skin hand, it pushes on the surface in front of him through this liquid, and a crack forms and this egg opens. And as he flashes back, a weird shedding skin hand comes off again and goes through the vents, and then like reshapes and pulls the latch from the other side.
Okay, well done, sir. Give yourself a D4 plus 1 for some more core points. That was disgusting and amazing and sweet and all at once.
Oh, that's a 2 plus 1, so I've got 5 to work with now.
Score.
Can I burn a couple just to get some stuff on my sheet?
Go for it. Burn a couple, then we'll open up the vent.
I want to see. I want to double. I think I figured out that. I want to know my intelligence modifier just to be.
It's 1.
Safe. Okay. And then. Could I also get. I haven't actually confirmed my armor class, so I want to.
Your armor class is 11.
And then just to get some more info real quick, and then I'll save a couple. I guess so if I want to like get some spell stuff, can I check a specific spell?
You could
can I name a cantrip? I guess that's a little.
So what you can ask,
like,
you could actually say you probably have more, so you could basically just say I want to spend a spell point or spend a memory point to unlock a cantrip, or you have probably spells. You can say which ones, and we'll kind of go in order of how they're on there.
If you want, I can have you roll a random d4 to see what it unlocks within that. So you can either go linearly or roll for it. But
I kind of like that.
you want to go?
Okay, here. How about this? For
Okay.
one, I'll also ask, how many what are they called? Sorcery points
You have
are
7.
on my sheet. Okay. All right, I'll save the next 2. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll push through the
Okay.
vent here once it is opened by my.
Okay. Yeah, sorcery, we
Enchant.
have bard, we have fighter.
So as you drop your head through, to your left, the 20-foot wide hallway stretches roughly a further 40 feet, ending in a mangled barricade of flame-torn metal, severed wires, and collapsed machinery. Working frantically in front of it are 4 cube-shaped constructs standing on spindly legs. Each has 2 thick metal arms, a single central eye, and a pair of tiny synthetic wings on its back, so comically undersized that they seem less like a design feature and more like an admission of guilt. They alternate spraying suppressant foam and glittering vapor at the fire with all the energy of professionals who are deeply behind schedule and beginning to resent the concept of combustion itself. Roughly across from the double doors now permanently occupied by the Auntie Marm's cockpit are 5-foot wide set of double doors bearing a glowing label, lift. 60 feet to your right, a set of enormous piston-driven breech doors are clamped firmly shut. Their surface is heavily ribbed and reinforced with enough metal to imply a profound industrial distrust of whatever may lie on the other side. But which side? And 30 feet to your right, along the opposite wall and situated between 2 quadrones of distinctly concerning condition, is a 5-foot wide double door with one glorious word etched in yellow block letters: Armory.
They don't see us right now? Constructs.
The ones to the left are busily engaged with trying to put out the fire. The constructs to the right, the ones on either side of the armory door, the one to the left of the armory door lies motionless on its central eye, legs folded awkwardly beneath it. The one on the right is technically upright, just as someone drunk on goblin moonshine is technically conscious. It's on its knees, rhythmically clanging its metal cuboid head against the wall in an irregular pattern that is both unsettling and difficult to ignore.
I'm gonna motion back, and I'm sure I can kind of whisper at this distance as well, and just let everyone know that there's a couple distracted, but if we move quietly, we could possibly reach an armory, and perhaps would be a bit safer if we can get out of this without making a racket. I look suspiciously at Brimble.
I think that I'm actually quite adept at stealth. I'm very in tune with my body, I think. We need quiet. I wonder.
I'm all the way in the back, but I would love to.
Oh yeah, you're stealthy as hell.
We just need it to be quiet. I'm trying to think of. There's no way I can. I'm a bard. I might have the spell silence. That's a bard spell. Well,
You'd have
actually,
to.
I think I have 1 core memory point. So can I spend it to know if I have the spell silence?
You
Pass without a trace.
you don't have silence, but you can spend that point. Instead of silence, you actually conjure a silent image.
Well, that's not quite what I was hoping for.
It is quiet.
It is quiet, but I think we don't need more things that they might see. So I try to get rid of it, I guess. Go away.
I'm so tempted to like drop out of the vent and see if I somehow survive, like triggers an ability. But if I don't have anything, it's like the dumbest move.
Yeah. See if you have feather falls while you're sitting
Right,
there.
yeah, like
Or,
Misty
just
step down, or is it just like,
Misty
no,
step.
I just face plant.
Because how high are we up?
25 feet.
Is it?
You're 25 feet up in basically the ceiling of this hallway. The hallway is 20 feet wide. You've got 40 feet to your left to where it's all kind of collapsed and burning where those while drones are trying to put it out. And then 60 feet to your right is this basically blast door. It's all clamped down on itself.
Should we all just try to stealthily make our way? And I can, if you can't, I can grab onto somebody and probably float down. I'm not very strong, so I don't think I could lift you, but I could probably slow your descent, potentially, with my wings.
We just both crash to the ground.
Is there any kind of scalable part to the wall, or is it just really flat?
Well, you're pretty far from the wall. You're about in the middle of this hallway looking down through.
Oh, okay.
So
Literally looking like straight down.
looking straight down
Okay.
through this hole. So
I'm the only person who can go down, right? Like that's it. Like I'm the only person who could.
At least from what we
You
know
know
now,
you
with
can fly.
guaranteed
That-
safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any rope. We don't have any rope on us, right? No, nothing like that.
Maybe if someone
is there a-
hanged from the vent and someone else climbed down their body as like a just is that
A human.
Are any of us strong?
I don't know yet. I can't tell you.
I think our
I don't
strength
think
average
so.
is like probably 10. Oh, that's a really good idea, though.
We could. Is there enough room in this vent for Brimble and I to have an arm wrestle to see
See who's stronger right now.
see who's stronger?
It's a pretty roomy vent. I think turning around is a little challenging. I'm not going to say you can't try.
Oh, might as well give it a shot. See who's strongest here.
I am very weak, and if this is a riveting duel, then we'll see that we'll both be weak. But if you trounce me immediately, then we'll know. So,
All right. If
I've got
you,
some muscle.
all right. So
maybe.
you turn around. You're now on your bellies trying to arm wrestle in a vent over a
That's a bad
hallway
idea.
where there's burning debris on one side, a closed door on the other. You've got unknown metal constructs beneath you. I love the idea. This is great. I just
Okay,
good
good.
time. Let's do
Well,
this.
we're gonna do it.
I remind you, my wisdom is -1.
So what we're gonna do
wisdom's
is
still
we'll just do
unknown.
a contested strength. Let's just see how it goes. Each of you roll
Okay.
your d20s. Brimble, you have a -1 to your strength.
Okay, well there we go. Isn't that something? That checks out.
So who
I got a
won
-1 to
the?
my strength score. Okay, and this is
Yeah.
not
This is a-
athletics though. It's just
No,
strength.
just contested strength. Yeah.
All right. Just
so-
making sure.
Brimble, what did you?
So you have a -1.
yeah.
I've got -1, so I rolled an 11.
Great. The only way you could have beaten me is if you rolled a 0, because I got a -1 total with my last three. I rolled a 2.
So
Okay.
it's one of those displays where both of you are like just trying so hard and it looks like you're putting an intense amount of pressure, but slowly but surely, Brimble, you win that. And you feel quite strong.
I feel good about that victory. I think I could probably be the one to hang out though.
Well, remember, I'm very weak, and that was a good battle for a bit, and I am extremely weak, so I think that you're not
Maybe my
actually
body was just
strong.
sort of taking it easy on you innately.
Maybe you should try with Destra then. Destra, you're actually strong. We can see this.
No problem.
So, is she scooching up to the edge and gonna hang on and let people crawl
No, we're
down?
gonna. Right now, I think we're supposed to
let's-
arm wrestle to determine who's gonna be.
Oh,
the
arm
take
wrestle,
to
yeah.
the edge. Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've gotten
True
a 10
blood
on my on this strength check, so I'm a little tired from the last one, so I just did a little bit worse.
I got a 10 plus 2, so 12.
Sounds like you're the hanger.
You win. You decimate his hand as you bodily defeat him in arm wrestling.
Well, I like a strong woman.
Loa just
I
watched
think.
2 of the lamest hand wrestles ever, but isn't smart or wise enough to know. So it's like, yeah, that's impressive. You got to go.
I like that Loa calls it hand wrestling, though.
Handress.
There's not
Yeah,
much
he uses
movement
a-
for arms in here, so we gotta just use the wrist.
Kind of wrist based.
He tries the mage hand, the little shed skin thing, and you just squeeze it, and it does nothing, and he's not gonna bother.
So she does hang
Okay.
from her hands, so she's somewhat of a rope, but she explains to the others, once you get to the bottom, try to grab the feet of the person hanging to help them down.
Okay. So
How does the top person get down? You catch him?
It's like a inverted rope that goes back up to grab.
Yeah, 3 of us are.
It'll
on
work
the
out.
bottom,
It'll
then
work out.
We'll
Okay.
catch Destra when she falls.
All right.
okay. So
This feels
in this-
familiar. I think I've
We
done
all
this
say
before.
with no strength.
Yes. I'm dexterous, though. I can, I'll get under her.
I can fly. I don't actually have to do
Oh,
the
yeah, you
ladder.
can
Oh,
just
that's
fly
true. That's
down.
true.
So-
Okay.
fair
Okay.
enough.
Yeah.
you also weigh like
So you
5
can help
pounds,
grab
so.
people.
So Destra,
Okay.
you hang. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. As you are trying to hang and use your strength to hold yourself there.
Ooh! 17 plus 5 is 23. Let's
There we
go.
go.
Really
When it
good.
matters, I guess.
I know, right? Your dice
That's-
have to figure it out at some point.
I actually
Yeah.
changed the dice, guys. I'm not using
Okay,
that
good.
one. I don't
Yeah,
trust
that would
it
be
anymore.
Yeah, so for the 22, you're hanging there. Who's climbing first down Destra?
I mean, Loa's in the lead, right? So,
Yeah,
but
just
I also,
for the sake of.
I will say, as a Firbolg, I do have, for one turn, I can be invisible as a bonus action.
Can they still change size too?
It's disguise self. You can make yourself look smaller, but I
Oh,
don't
okay,
think that you
okay.
actually are smaller.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So if you looked, that wouldn't help.
No, I don't think. So I guess I'd go last just because then I can be invisible and then try to do it all in one turn rather than maybe land and wait and then turn visible again. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, I can go second just since I was already
So
at the vent.
as you are going and you are trying to climb down her, I will ask for a athletics check on you as you are trying to climb down.
I hope I fail. That's a 5.
Oh,
Well,
good.
is that with your -1 to athletics?
Do I have a -1? I don't know if I.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, I believe I do.
It's always
so
weak people
strong.
in space. In the space adventures, I feel like there's never anybody who's really
as you-
brawny.
This is good. Okay, so that's a 4.
As you go to climb down, your hands do slip on this brown material that is on her shirt, and you kind of scrabble at it, and you start to fall. And as you are falling, you just instinctively slow your fall as you cast Featherfall.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
And I will let
all
your
work.
first one instinctively hit everybody in your party
Oh.
as you slowly
'Cause you can-
glide to the ground.
Yeah. Because you can select up to a number of people.
Yeah,
with
it's like a-
Featherfall, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just hopped
We all
down.
feel that effect. I
Awesome.
assume.
Up to 5 at least. Yeah.
Oh,
Sweet.
All right.
Oh, I love that.
I drop down without my wings out and just float charismatically down and land. Ooh, that was wonderful. Do I have that? I should check. Later.
Destra's hanging there like, wow, this is like, I'm not breaking a sweat. And then
Just hop down.
she's
don't
like,
even use
she
Destra.
watches him float
Hanging
and
for no
was like,
reason.
oh. Then she just lets go.
Yeah.
And
This was for nothing, the hanging. He fell, then wow, all of us just gently go down. But you looked cool, Destra, for doing
there's no
it.
gravity in this ship. That's interesting. In this hallway,
Brimble, did you just drop down?
Oh yeah,
as
I just
well?
hopped down too then.
Okay.
Yeah, hop down.
So,
as
with
soon as I land, I
the-
bonus action to go invisible, just in case.
Okay.
Or as I'm landing, yeah.
Perfect. And with that being said, with you lightly landing, understanding your intention was to be quiet because you weren't sure what the nature of these constructs were, I will let you each roll stealth with advantage, though, because you are trying to be quiet, and the advantage is because you had Featherfall to make it very quiet as you landed.
my stealth is 16 plus 5, 21.
Very good. And Brimble.
I'm not sure what my stealth is, but I rolled an 8.
So that'll make it a 17, sir.
Yeah, you know, that's okay. All right, cool. I must have put expertise into that, I suppose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Loa.
I rolled an 18, and I'm pretty positive I've got a +1 to that.
You are correct. Very good.
Okay.
And Belle.
Natural 20.
Hey, that's the second one this game, isn't it, for you?
Nice.
That's a 23
Tallying
for
them
you,
up.
Belle. Okay, so you guys definitely land. You are just beneath the vent. You see essentially to your left this hall where the fire is there. These quadrones are trying to put it out. Off to your right, the room ends, or the hall ends in those massive breach doors that are closed. Behind you are the doors to the chamber that have the cockpit of the anti-marms vessel smashed into it. You've got the lift doors essentially across from you. You've got the armory doors down to your right that have the two quadrones that are acting oddly on either side of it. What do you do?
The quadrones are acting strangely or facing the wall. Did you say they
So
were
the
banging their
one
head
on the
against the
left
wall
of
or
the
something?
door is lying motionless on its central eye, its legs folded under it oddly, the wings kind of just draped over it in a manner that suggests it's not having a good day. The one to the right is technically upright. It's the one on its knees, just like banging its head in an irregular motion. And by head, it's really banging its central body, as the cube is really kind of all of its body. They're just kind of banging it against the wall, facing the wall itself. So its eye is facing the wall.
We could try getting past them if we think we can. I mean, we did okay on stealth, all
we're
things
stealthy
considered.
Crew.
Is the one on the ground look like it's been attacked? Like the one that's like not having a good
Yeah,
day?
good question.
Yeah. Make a perception check from here. You can't quite do investigation. It's a bit of a reach, because you are roughly 40 feet away from it.
Perception. I'd rolled a 14 on the die. I do not know my perception.
Yeah, your perception is a -1.
13.
Yeah, from here, you don't see any signs of struggle, no debris, no scratches, no scorch marks. It just behaving oddly.
Okay.
Destra's gonna stick real close to the wall to stay out of their, I guess, peripheral view. Doesn't know how these things really see or if they do, but gonna try to stay out of view and just stealth closer. Get a better look at these with her. She's got an idea, but she doesn't know if it's gonna pan out. She's got this fork that could be used as a tool to disable a robot, maybe? I don't know. She's got to see what these bots are made out of, I guess.
So you're stealthing closer to the ones on the side of the armory, or the ones that are trying to put the fire out?
Side of the armory.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you are walking over there.
Golly, we're back. It's gonna be a 5 + 5, 10.
Woo! as you are creeping over it, a little bit like somebody sidling along the side of a multi-story building on the outside, you're kind of like scooching around the side of the wall. You feel like you're being extremely stealthy, but the fork that you've got kind of slid into your waistband, the tines of it are kind of steadily scraping along the wall as you're going with it. However, even as your companions are like cringing as you're doing this, the quadrones make no notice, or if they do notice, they aren't seeming to react to you in any way as you get closer to them.
Excellent.
You get closer. You are close to the one that's disabled, just laying on its face. There is this armory door that looks solid but not especially dramatic. The real problem is the control panel to the left of the door, which has all the bright, responsive charm of a dead fish. Its surface is dull, inert, and completely unhelpful. You still have that quadrone laying on its face right next to you, and the one just across from it on the other side of the right-hand side of that door is just continuing to beat its body against the door, or against the wall.
Do these bots have like panels on them?
Their bodies are kind of like a fidget spinner. Most of it all is one, but there are small gizmos and plates on it that maybe you could peer into or do something with, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, because if one of them is still operational, I'm thinking about power source. Thinking maybe you could use whatever remaining energy the one has to try to boot up the panel.
Sure.
Don't know how these things are made though, so I'm just kind of winging it.
You think that we could try like a hold the guy's head up to the eye scanner?
But I was wondering too.
Trick and like see if it like if they have like security access. I don't know if this.
Am I the only one by the door?
Out.
I mean, you're the only one who has snuck a little bit closer over there, right? Canonically.
I'll move up too, just because these things seem to be like not threatening at least. I don't know how big they are relative to us and our strong arms, but if we could lift one, that maybe.
I may be weak, but I do count as one size larger for carrying capacity and lifting things.
That's true.
So from a size standpoint, these count as medium-sized creatures. So they have about 4 feet per side of the cube. So they're decently sized. And when they're standing, they would just break 5 feet tall when standing.
For the one that's not moving, it looks out of commission. Can I inspect it?
Of course you may. Go ahead. Make an investigation check.
It's going to be a 14.
Yeah, you are actually able to use that fork gingerly, working it underneath one of the panels on the back, and you're able to pop it off. You see that this quadrone is kind of technically still working, but for all intents and purposes, you see a small arcane power source that seems to be whirring with a lot of little interconnected wires to it that's in easy access right in front of you.
Just knowing about electricity a little bit, I guess, she's gonna kind of wrap the fork a little bit before she takes the metal thing and touches the source.
So we're sticking it.
Okay.
She's gonna try to pry it out.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. 16 plus 5, 21.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's really great. You're able to gently dislodge the power source, and as you pull it out, the quadrone beneath your hands shakes and vibrates for a moment, and then lays flat, as if whatever power was left in it just kind of discharged there. You instinctively hold your breath, but you stand and you turn and you jump because Loa's like right there. He's been walking up on you the whole time.
God. Loa. In like a hushed tone, Loa, I have this power source. I think we might be able to open the door with it.
See if it registers anything. Does it have some sort of sensor?
She's looking at like the panel for the door. Any kind of place we can like.
Not on the panel itself. You've already pried one thing open, so you're wondering if you can maybe open the panel, pop it off the wall. You do notice for Brimble and Bell, who are stand back your way, there is some chirping and whirring of the quadrones over there, and you hear them muttering, saying, "Additional assistance is required."
Okay.
Think on that. Destra and Loa, what are you doing?
I'll see if there's like a way to, like maybe pop off the front of this panel.
Okay.
Just if we can manipulate it in some way to try to give it some power.
How would you try to do that? You grabbing Destra's fork, or you trying to do something else?
I don't know. It's kind of vague, but I want to see maybe if I can like intuit something about it. Just see if there's like an obvious place where like, oh, that's where it's screwed on or something like that. Just try to like reverse engineer rather than like brute force.
Because you were talking about how you think it needs to be powered. So you put your hands on the panel. You not have a tool or anything, and you're trying to think about it being powered. With your hands on that, roll a d8 for me. As you keep thinking powered, and you innately cast Shocking Grasp upon the.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet.
I rolled a 6. Okay. So you feel the energy kind of course through your hands as you cast Shocking Grasp onto this, and you see it start to light up, and as it did, you realize that there's actually a little touch tone panel on it, and it seems that the energy you coursed into it's not going to last very long, but you quickly see a maintenance button and you push it, and the panel just kind of pops open and swivels, and you see that there are receptacles inside of it specifically to take power sources like the one that Destra is holding.
As Loa has this jolt of electricity out of his hand, it has like a split second flashback to his hand outstretched but flipped palm up, and some wires being embedded in his wrist, and the like shock of a big like tool going like into his arm, and then like a shock of electricity through it, and then back to normal view. But then I'll step aside so Destra can fit that power source into this door.
Take it out of the memory point, sir.
Hell yeah.
As she's working the power source into the newly opened place, she just mentions, "You're just full of mysteries, aren't you?"
I think we all are at this point, but that was he's like flexing his wrist, like not sure how I felt about that one. It was good, but also weird.
As you fit that power source in, the little control panel lights up, and you can see on the front of it that it now has a requisition for some kind of authorization that's on it.
Maybe now's what we could do.
Well, that's when I flip back over to Brimble and Bell. You guys over there hearing what those quadrones trying to put the fire out are doing.
It's a fire, right? Like a big fire thing? Do I see anything that could help put out the fire?
Make a quick perception check for me.
18.
You have a +5 to that.
Oh, to
Perception?
What? To... Oh, I had a -1 to that. Was that wrong?
Must be.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Or
No,
he's looking at
you
the
were
wrong
correct.
sheet.
I know. No, that was on me. That was a free. That's your persuasion. It's helpful if I was reading the sheet
That
properly.
makes sense.
You've got a +5 to
A lot of
persuasion.
PERs there.
Put them
Yeah.
all right in order.
Yeah.
And it's not like I don't have like 4 sheets I'm trying to like, work through all at once.
You
So
just have 4 character sheets.
that's, it's fine.
Just
It's fine.
only.
What, you
So,
can't DM a game and play
18.
all the characters at one time?
Right? Yeah. That'd be really boring, actually. This is way more fun. So Belle,
And then I do a cool thing with this guy.
as you look about, you actually see on the wall just to your side a small case that appears to have in it a all-purpose fire extinguisher that has not been used.
What do you think? Do we help them? They're busy. Does this fire look like it's gonna get bad? Like there's bad that it's like spreading and this is gonna become a problem?
It looks like it is on the verge of being contained, but just sometimes as they get one part of it out, another part just kind of flares up. You also realize that there is a breach door that is closed. Like a fire door might be closed too, so you might be thinking maybe if the fire is out, there might be a way through it. But there's also the lift. I mean, there's
Okay,
different
makes
ways of
sense,
going.
makes
So,
sense.
yeah.
Well, do we want to alert them that we're here, though? And are we worried if we don't put out the fire that they're about to call for more units that are going to come down the hallway? So maybe best to try
I
to
think
alert
it's
them now
fine
where
to-
there's less of them?
Yes.
Well,
That sounds good.
great. Well, you're good at talking to folk, right? Too. So you go ahead and you talk to them about the helping them. Why don't you grab that fire
Wait,
extinguisher?
what
and
am I
go
talking to
help?
them about?
Well, if you're
Hold
gonna
on.
use the fire extinguisher,
Wait.
they're gonna see you, and they're gonna have some
Right,
questions.
right.
So
I have a theory that, I mean, I'm sure my insight roll will be bad. I'd be willing to burn a memory point or a core point to like try to verify this. But it just like, if they are, okay, we end up on this ship. We all are wearing the uniform. Was that part of our disguise? And
Yeah,
would
that-
these Modrons not think of us as the intruders? Did we intentionally, like, come prepared with a, deception in place? And can we approach them without them, like, sounding the alarm?
I like that. I can do it. I'll do it. We're the workers.
the workers.
I think, am I an actor? Perhaps a rich actor who can assume a role.
Does anyone know?
But you're good at this. We're all good at charisma here, right? That's
Yeah,
the problem.
I'm gonna
Very
whisper.
charismatic
We're all very
characters.
charismatic. I can tell. We're all.
I'm gonna whisper down the hallway and like tell my idea or my possibility, and I'll just be like, and Belle, even if I'm wrong, you're gonna be great. Okay, I can already tell. You'll convince them that we need their help, and I'll try
Roll
to
deception.
persuade him, or not persuade. Yeah, just do a little persuasion of like, take my idea. I don't know if I'm right, but
Okay.
Use it.
good.
Does anyone
So-
know if
so we'll
Modrons
both-
are immune to being charmed? I don't know if they are or not.
right.
That's a problem. But I'm like, I wonder if I have calm emotions, maybe I can calm them if I have it. But I don't know if I have it.
True.
So that's the problem.
So we have multiple, for sure, ways to make this work.
Yeah.
Swimming.
If it seems
So we've
as
got
though they're
this.
getting aggravated, maybe something will kick in and I'll be able to calm them down.
Excellent. I'll go forth then, and I turn down the hall and yell, "Never worry, the maintenance crew is here!" And I run forward and I grab the fire extinguisher. Hi, I'm sorry it took us so long, but we're here to help with the fire. And I try to use the fire extinguisher to extinguish the fire.
I love all this. Okay, so multiple things happening at once. You've got Destra and Loa working on trying to get this door open, calling out down the hall to you. The two of you having this conversation between Belle and Brimble. Belle, you have just done this thing. You're running up, you grab the fire extinguisher. You are
also innately casting a level 1 charm person. You feel that the power leave your body, and just as you do that, you feel it completely rebound off of these quadrones, which are apparently immune to being charmed.
Oh, look at that.
However, Brimble is like already ready with thinking calm emotions, and he drops a level 2, calm emotions, which is a level 2, and keeps things well in check as you run up and hopefully discharge this fire extinguisher in a helpful manner. So I will let you choose athletics or acrobatics check as you try to handle this fire extinguisher to put out.
I'm not choosing
the fire.
athletics ever. Never. My athletics is my strength is a -3. My dex is a +3. So we're gonna go acrobatics here, which I do not know what this is, but.
As Kyle's running up there and I cast Calm Emotions, I'm just remembering, Brimble's remembering like 1,000 times he's gotten too drunk at some sort of bar with like a large crowd of strangers all yelling at him or whatever, and he's had to just calm emotions the whole group. Everybody, it's fine. Nobody robbed anybody. No one's taken anybody.
I love it.
Cool.
Get yourself a point there, Brimble.
The 4 on the dice is what I got for this fire extinguisher check.
For a 7.
Okay, so that's a 3. Got it.
Okay, so as you run up there, you start to spray. Initially, this combination of CO2 and foam comes out, and it comes out with a little more force than you think, and you try to lean into it because it almost blows you backwards. So trying to adjust your position and for your body size and your mass, you lean into it but first you have completely coated all 4 of the quadrones with this, and they all seem to turn their bodies to look at you, and they go right back to what they are doing as you are able to get your fire extinguisher into it. And as you are able to help put this fire out, one of them says, "Assistance acknowledged, operational efficiency improved, gratitude filed." Then a pause. "System assets may be prioritized." Another one. "Combustion is becoming less enthusiastic." And then the last one. "Assistance from system assets improves projected success by 18.4%. And then as you are there helping put it out, the fire finally dies down. And as it goes out, the Modrons straighten, quadrones straighten, and then they just kind of move past you and start walking down the hall. And they seem to be moving towards those breach doors.
As I rushed forward and casted that charm person, I think Belle would have a flashback and goes into this memory where he's standing in front of a young Aarakocra boy that is like a classic bald eagle looking Aarakocra, very different than what he looks like. And he gets down on one knee towards the boy and he says, "Now, tell me, how did that feel? How did that feel?" And he said, "It felt like I didn't have any choice. I felt like you were most charming person ever." He says, "Exactly, feeling. A feeling is how you can harness the weave and the magic within. And that is what the spell feels like. Now do that. Try that spell to me." And then comes out of it, and he goes, "Oh, I was a teacher. I think I was a mentor. Perhaps I'm not rich. I don't
Definitely
know.
not
The boy
rich."
seemed very rich."
Give yourself a memory point. Very good, sir. With that reaction with the quadrones, Loa and Destra, you saw
that part of it, and you've been messing with the controls, realizing that it still needs some kind of access. What are you guys doing next?
We still need access?
Yeah.
Well, the quadrants are walking towards where Destra and Loa are, but haven't quite made it there. You guys have just put this fire out. They're still messing with this thing. What are you doing? You got these 4 quadrants that are walking. The one that's on its face is not moving. The one that's beating its body against the wall is still beating its body against the wall.
Yes, quadrants, excellent work together. 18.4% improvement on not causing the fire. Would you mind help us get into the armory? We're trying, but our access has been denied.
The lead quadrant turns towards you. Make a persuasion check for me.
Come on. Ooh, 21.
Ooh, very good.
21.
The lead quadrant turns towards you, and in its monotone voice, accessing gratitude accessed, system asset to be prioritized, and then he walks over to where the panel. Have you guys, Loa and Destra, have you put the panel back on, or is it still kind of like hanging out of the wall?
I think I'll try to like reset it enough so it's like, flush with the wall and like because I'm going with the let these things open it for us, and I want it to seem like I've just been we're just here like it's not working.
Give me a performance or like a deception, like how good are you trying to put it back in there?
I'll do some performance because I'll go along with the act here.
Okay, and you're getting help by Destra. Destra, what are you doing to help?
So using this nice little fork, I'm trying to help finagle it back into place.
This
Grab
fork
the hooks
really came
or
in
a little.
handy.
Yeah, it's a great fork.
It's the only tool and weapon we have.
That's very
we
true.
have to use that.
And the women had a fork in the potato. That's what started all this, right? The potato,
trusty.
disco potato.
That's a 16 for my performance.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to, you get stuck for just a moment, you're able to like snap it back in there. And so now it's completely flush. And just as you get it in, you feel this presence behind you and you quickly scoot away as this quadrant walks up and its legs telescope him up. So he like raises his eye to where he's about 6 feet tall. His eye is now flush with where the panel is. And it flashes back and forth with him, and once the panel is accessed, the door like slides to the side with an unexpected but literal trumpet fanfare, and they are rolling back into the walls with a sound that is reminiscent of troops marching on parade. Fine gold confetti falls from the door's tracks. Beyond lies a broad chamber stretching hundreds of feet, its gunmetal gray flooring polished to a sheen that would bring tears to a militant general's eye. It is brilliantly illuminated by shafts of golden light, lending the impression that this is less a stockade and more a temple built by people who worship tactics, preparedness, and good hygiene. Along the curved walls stand a series of U-shaped alcoves, each one radiant and meticulously arranged. Behind clear glass doors rest weapons, armor, implements, objects of obvious power. Flanking the entrance to every alcove are tall digital screens. These alternate between glowing geometric script and stylized images. A warrior in radiant plate raising a shield, a hooded figure with twin daggers, a robed caster hallowed in imposing runes, a musician standing atop a table as gold cascades at her feet. This is the shining prize that countless others have sought, and you have quite literally just walked in. The ease of that might be unsettling if you are not already on the verge of drooling at the insane display of armaments before you.
Heck yeah, Destra's going in.
All right.
We'll see what's in there.
Brimble, I know they told us not to loot, but I don't remember them saying that.
About to say, I can't remember hearing a single word about that, bud.
Memory's a little fuzzy.
Did I hear something about hygiene? Is there any hygienic products? I think I smell a bit foul. And he looks directly at Brimble to see if he reacts to the joke.
Just one nod I give him without any other indication.
I knew you had a sense of humor.
Yes,
I don't
I've
actually
got a
smell
very
that, I don't
faint
think.
sense of some in the area.
Go ahead and give all of yourselves inspiration on your sheets. As you cross the threshold, something in the room hums in recognition. You feel your bodies get completely prestidigitated clean.
Ooh.
The lights in the alcove sharpen. The air tingles against your skin. For one impossible moment, you feel the sensation of standing somewhere else, sometime else, with certainty in your hands and purpose in your bones. Then it is gone, but not entirely. You each get a special 1d4 plus 2 core memories to please go ahead and roll.
With
Yes.
the one that I had left over beforehand, look at the images on the wall. There was like a fighter looking one. There was a bard looking one. There was one with knives. What was the fourth one?
Those were just examples. The fourth one was of
okay. So
but
there's all of them.
every class is
Okay.
represented here.
Gotcha.
Without a question.
Okay.
So it does not take long. In fact, I'll ask you, what would be Belle's perfect mental image of what a sorcerer would be?
So someone who draws strength within themselves and uses their own sorcery. I think he really believes believes in strength in yourself to accomplish tasks, and that's where he gets his ability to cast spells.
And as you are looking through the room, you actually see on one of those displays a magnificent Aarakocra, resplendent in their plumage, a beautiful beak, but coursing with power that clearly comes from within as they manifest a level 7 fireball in their hand. And then that vision is just fades away as wizard in block letters clearly is spelled out down that panel. Not wizard, excuse me, a sorcerer. Sorcerer. There's like-
Sorcerer.
Okay.
Sorcerer. There is actually a wizard, but it is a panda that you see off to the side, and you pay it little mind.
Okay.
So as you walk in, you get the 1d4 plus 2 core memories, and I'll let you go ahead and spend those immediately if you would like.
I got a stockpile.
Okay.
I have so many now. I have 7. I don't even know if I have 7 things to unlock. I can go down and just unlock my things real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
Like my abilities would be good to know. I think I already know my Constitution modifier, but it's bugging me that it's the last one that I don't have. But
You should have that from the very beginning because I gave that to you as a first roll you made. So that's already a
Well,
plus
that's our
4.
saving throw, right? But what if he
had
has?
a
Well,
saving throw.
that's true. That's true. It's a plus 4.
proficiency in it?
+4.
Yep.
My Constitution. Nice. The animal handling?
Animal handling is a -1.
Oof. Arcana
Plus 4.
and history.
Plus 1. Just before I pause this, you can also use this to figure out spells and other abilities you have too. It doesn't have to just be.
Oh, okay. So so I've done 4. So I still have 3 left. I would love to know if I have what my highest level spell slot is, and if I can manifest, try to cast a fireball. See if I can. No, I don't want to cast one, but I want to feel like I
robots
can.
we just got put
A
out
little
the
bit of a
fire.
spark. that
yeah.
I don't want to cast a fireball.
So
I
will give you.
I don't know if you can do that even.
I'll
as
give you a
spellcaster,
2
if
for
you can.
1. Well, you're using this to kind of unlock things. You have a 4th level wall of fire, and you have a 3rd level fireball.
Okay.
Or level. Okay.
I'm sorry, he said a 3rd level?
Well, you have your fireball, which is level 3, and you had level 4, a wall of fire.
Sick. Oh. So I technically have 2 left. Do I have a couple 1st level spells I can unlock?
Sure. Do you want me just to go with ones you haven't, or do you want to roll for?
Oh, I like to roll.
Yeah, roll. Give you a d6 roll.
Okay. A 1?
Okay. Alarm.
Alarm, cool. And then a 5.
Sleep.
Sleep. Okay.
Okay. Since we started with Brimble, do you want to spend things real quick?
Yeah, I rolled 3 on my d4, so I got 5 core memory points, which is good because I did not have a ton. I need to know my intelligence and my wisdom scores still.
2 and 2.
Okay, that checks out with what I was thinking. All right. And then I would like to know, 1 second here. I'd like to know some spells actually too.
Okay.
So yeah, how can I figure out what spells?
Well, you
I've
could
got
just
going
basically
here?
ask like what cantrips. I want a cantrip. I want a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, because you can just spend your.
That's fair.
points accordingly.
Okay. Well, I would like a cantrip first of all.
Okay.
More than anything.
Do you want to roll a dice?
Of course, I
or do you
want to
just
roll. What kind of a question are you even asking me?
Go ahead and give me a d4 roll then.
Great. Boom, a 3.
Okay. You get Mage Hand unlocked.
Oh, well, don't we all have it now? I guess I should have tried when everyone else was. Okay, and you said he had a level 4 spell, so I want to know if I have a level 4 spell.
Phantasmal Killer.
Phantasmal
Nice.
Killer. Okay. I don't even know that spell, so I'm gonna have to look up what the hell Phantasmal Killer does. I think that leaves me with still at least 1 more point I can spend. I'd like to know how many hit points I have at this point.
52.
52. Okay.
Loa.
I would like to. I don't know any of my skill proficiencies yet, but that's also kind of taking random guesses at stuff. I would love to. Could I ask if I have a meta magic? Should I specify? Could I like roll
Whichever way you want to do
those?
that. You got the numbers to unlock. If you want to roll for it, it's probably safest to roll, or just ask me to just give you the top 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is. So, because if you specify you don't have it, then it's just burned.
Right. Yeah. I'm fine to just find out like the first. I'll use a memory, a core. I have like 7, so I'll use 2 just to find out 2 meta magics.
You have 2 meta magics, sir. You have Seeking Spell and Empower Spell.
And can I roll some dice to find out some spells?
You can. Before you roll dice, though, it's helpful to know what level you are looking for.
Yeah, let's get some level. I love level 3 spells. Let's find some level 3s.
Okay, so give me a d4 roll. And then however
4.
many. Okay. How many are you burning? I guess it's 1 per roll.
Let's do
So
2. Yeah, let's do 2 rolls on level 3. Oh, they're both
Okay.
4s.
okay.
I can re-roll.
Well, that's
that
okay.
one
I'll
if you
give you the next one down. So we're gonna give you the Hypnotic Pattern
Sweet.
and
Nice.
Fireball.
Ah.
Hell yeah. Let's do I want to do also a level. Let's do 2 level 2 spells.
Okay. Go ahead and
I'll roll a 2 and a 2.
Okay. You have Mirror Image and Phantasmal Force.
Guys, I'm sure I have magical abilities too.
Well, you can find some cool stuff out about yourself as well here, Destra. Anything else you want to discover, Loa?
Yeah, I don't have any hints on a subclass, but maybe that is just gonna have to kind of come out.
I'm right there with you.
Same.
You guys should have just had him pick a subclass that had a big clue with armor class.
Well,
if you were.
I guess.
Well, I'm waiting for one of us to
Yeah.
cast a leveled spell
Yeah.
and then trigger like a
Right.
wild
Magic
magic
thing
surge
goes
or
right.
something.
Yeah.
And then, or a clockwork thing, something, I don't know.
Do I have innate sorcery on my sheet?
You do.
Okay, I'll use that as my last one just to confirm.
Okay. Perfect.
Which one's innate sorcery?
The 2024 thing where you get like basically your DC goes up for a minute, and you get advantage on
That's
spells.
right.
Very good.
Is that for all the subclasses?
Yeah, it's just like base class. So I'm like
Yeah.
pretty sure I had it, but I wanted to confirm we were doing that this build.
And Destra.
I would love to know an ability that I can spend the superiority die on.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
way to
happy
ask
to
that.
roll for it.
So, do you want to roll, or just gonna get the first one off the list?
Yeah, I'll roll. What am I rolling?
Roll a d6 for me.
D6. Oh my, a 1?
Okay. Distracting attack.
Okay. What about my hit points?
67.
Okay.
Dang.
Dang.
6, 7.
I knew it.
Shot.
I was waiting for it.
Shot.
We are too old for that.
This is gonna be removed in post. This whole section is gone. It just plucked
There's
out.
a really noticeable edit too.
Yeah.
Scott doesn't even care. Just
What weapon am I proficient in?
All of them.
Okay. All
All right.
All of them. You just look at all these weapons and just
Just running my hand
It's
across
like
all of
you-
them, like eeny
you
meeny.
like. Yeah,
I
you like
will,
just feel like you know how to work every single one.
Not only that, but you are very confident that you may prefer to wield two at once.
Is there a reaction ability
Yeah.
that I might have?
Riposte.
best one.
Very good. That's all my
Okay.
inspiration.
Asking such smart questions. It's great. Getting such smart answers, smart things.
You
I still know nothing about my subclass. I don't know.
You each get an
blow stuff up.
opportunity walking into the respective alcoves. And as you walk to those alcoves, specific doors open and drawers come out. And you try to open other ones, but they don't open. But you're each presented with some gear, which I'm going to DM you, and you can put those on yourself, and we can talk that through here in just a few moments. But you each grab your gear, and you're kind of funneled into this pedestal that looks like a cross between a Ferris wheel and a pneumatic tube that has a slow parade of random items floating through it. And as you approach it as a group, it's like the items slow and then stop to where one of you could reach in to grab one. Would anybody like to try to grab an item?
I
Go
reached
ahead
in
and
and
grab
grabbed one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Belle, give me a D12 roll, please.
Okay. Let me find my D12. There it is. I will take a 2.
Okay. You pull out the boots of premature confidence. These are polished boots that click loudly even on carpet.
They give you a +5 to your movement speed.
Okay.
So you're disadvantage on stealth checks, or until you have embarrassed yourself publicly at least once a day.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
I think I'm
How
rich.
did they sound?
Has he embarrassed himself already today, do we think, at any point? Let's flash back through.
Yeah, does it count?
Yeah, does it count?
I think you have to be
previous
attuned to it, so he's going to have to embarrass himself publicly here in a moment.
right.
Okay, who's going next?
Important question. Does it
Yes.
just improve my walking speed? How about my
No,
flying
also your flight as well.
Important question. Does it sound like he's like click-clacking heels when he's flying, though, while wearing them?
Also, yes.
Okay, good.
Oh my god.
I don't know if this will be beneficial if we're trying to be stealthily, but I will attune to it.
Well, it seems as though we're hardly
Take it
trying to
on,
be
Ron.
stealthy anymore. We've basically been welcomed aboard the ship. So
Yeah, that's a good point. So
I'm going to reach in. I
It'll
want
only-
to grab something. I want something,
Okay,
too.
give me a D12 roll, please.
I will do that for you. And you know what? It's a 7. Lucky number 7.
Okay. You have received a pocket mirror of selective honesty. It's a hand mirror that flatters, but only strategically. You get advantage on deception or performance rolls once per day.
Okay.
However, once per day at a dramatically inconvenient time, it whispers an accurate physical insecurity.
good.
Perfect.
Wow.
Hold on to this. I don't know my insecurities yet. They haven't developed fully.
I forgot him.
Oh, that is wonderful. I don't know mine either.
probably that weird beak.
Well, it's not weird.
No, I would not say
I
that.
think I've just found out one of my insecurities.
Destra or Loa?
Yeah, after watching them stick their hand into this weird portal thing, making sure they don't get sucked in or lose an arm. Seems safe.
I'll have, go ahead and roll a D12 for me.
That's a 12.
Okay. You have received the Triodone's Misery. The burnt out diode of a Triodone's eye sensor now repurposed into a lapel pin. Once per long rest, you can use it to see invisible objects for up to 10 minutes. As a debuff, you hear it constantly muttering and critiquing the fashion sense of everyone always.
Everyone. What?
Everyone already can see, I guess, presumably.
Oh
not
my
everyone.
god.
These items are spicy.
And we're all dressed the same way, too, so it's just going to be really annoying. Like, it's just saying the same thing about each outfit.
And last but certainly not least, Loa.
D12, you said?
Yes, sir.
It's just
9.
the call of the random item generator, Loa.
Loot, baby.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
You receive the commemorative mug of heroic endurance. It's a stout ceramic mug reading World's Best Possible Champion. As the boon, you get advantage on one saving throw per long rest. As a debuff, all drinks consumed from it taste faintly of cloves and regret.
Mostly the cloves or mostly regret?
I wish to not find out.
Both.
As you all put on your equipment, you find that there are satchels that are helpfully labeled thieves' backpacks, smugglers' backpack, traveler's backpacks. So you could each grab a pack that would have exactly in it what you would expect to find. You put on the equipment that you have received, and as you do so, you hear the hiss and release of massive breach doors receding outside in the hallway. As quadrones walk in through those large doors to the armory. They line themselves along that doorway as though standing to attention. This would be considerably more impressive if several of them were not missing limbs, dented in visible ways, or streaked with soot from their recent combat with the fire. In a flat, synchronized monotone, they speak. System assets. Core protocol decrees immediate transit. Level 165 due to organic life threat.
Now, did he just say there's a threat to organic life down here?
Time to go, it sounds.
Sounds like it's time to maybe head out. To me.
Yeah.
Where are there no organic threats to life forms?
There is a pause, and one of the quadrones says, neural network offline.
Inconvenient.
Oh, it makes sense. You see the burn mark on my neck? I must have casted a fireball or something too close, and I singed myself and burnt off my own feathers.
Maybe one of your
That's probably
students,
where I
maybe you're
got
a
this.
horseshit teacher.
Well, I suppose that's a potential too. I hope not.
Is it better to burn yourself or be burned by somebody else?
Oh, burn by yourself so you can learn from your mistakes.
Maybe you are a good teacher.
With that statement hanging in the air, the group, equipped and facing down a line of quadrones who are backing them back out into the hall. Boreal Lighthorn has taken a pause and drank his fourth ale as his voice is getting just a little bit tipsy. Suppressing a hiccup, he says, "And you see, that's when the real trouble began." And we'll pick it up there in the next episode.
Ooh.
Good.
What's the
So glad we figured out a bunch of spells right now.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
was
I really
awesome.
like that. That was awesome. That was like you said, didn't know how that was gonna go, but it was really fun choosing abilities to unlock.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you to all the players this week, Scott, Brooke, and excuse
welcome
me,
back
not you.
to the show.
Welcome back.
Well,
Brooke.
she was part of the
Namby
intro,
was here.
so-
Namby was here.
Nancy was here. She was.
I had the
She was here
wrong
in spirit.
tab open. Let me click to the memories not included tab. There we go. Thank you to all the players this week, Scott, Bones, Kitty, as well as our DM Ryan. Thank you, all of you, and thank you to me for being a player as well. I guess.
Thank yourself,
So,
Kyle.
thank yourself. Thank yourself. Their socials can be found in the description. A video of this episode is available on Spotify as well as YouTube. Follow us at Talltale Tavern Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. If you like us, give us one of those good 5-star reviews. Join our Discord too. Thank you to Tyler Adelsperger for our intro music. Thank you to Tal for our artwork. And with that, we will see you next time at the Talltale Tavern.
Whoa, not so fast, folks. There's one more thing we got to do that I nearly forgot about. Speaking of memories not included, we got to thank our patrons. So a very hearty thank you to our VIP patrons, Zombie Creeper, Ballistikitty, Brooke, Landy, Becca, and Dane. And, well, I can't exactly remember how Brimble talked, but it was something like this, I think. So I'm going to talk like him to thank, of course, your lovely bottle service members for your contributions to this episode. I hope that I can remember who I am and what to put them toward in the future. So thank you very much for Goose, Zombie Doc, Andy Roo, Mech, and the beautiful Marilyn Maverick. And hey, if you want to be a patron yourself, make sure you check out the description of this episode, which will link you to it. You can get your name in the end of the episode and get exclusive bonus episodes and all that kind of fun stuff. I don't know. I'm not very good at promoting stuff. I'll see you on the next episode, guys. Bye.